It's not your waist, it's your calf muscles, part 3. This is a balance between cortisol and testosterone. When we have a lot of weight in this midsection, we have a high cortisol production, high inflammation, high insulin resistance or light resistance. This means that our food is not traveling into our cells. When we are high in cortisol, we're low in testosterone. Cortisol, this is a yin and a yang balance, cortisol, testosterone. When one is higher, the other is lower. Robert Sapolsky, his book Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers, great resource to check out. I also really like how Tony Robbins talks about this. There was a blood sample they took of people who were slunched over, hunched over like this, secreting more cortisol. And when your shoulders back, your heart and your chest are open, you're secreting more testosterone. This is our feminine, masculine balance within the hormones. In our metabolism, we call this anabolic metabolism or catabolic metabolism. Either we're in a state where we are building a lot or we're breaking down a lot, and we have to be balanced between this state. This is why the circadian rhythm, understanding that, is so important. We must go to sleep at night in order to have an insulin sensitive day the next day. We go through insulin sensitivity, we're bringing our food in, we're digesting it, and then we stop eating late at night for our melatonin to come up, for us to rest and digest. This is all about your weight in the midsection. And every single person, whether you're a man or a woman, we have a masculine or feminine balance. This is just part of being human. So building a structure, the masculine balance is known for structure, action, balance. It's not your waist, it's your calf muscles. Do you have musculature on your body enough to hold you back in place? This is your masculine energy. This is your testosterone. If you're a woman, testosterone is so important for us as well. Where does testosterone, like progesterone, estrogen, where do all these steroid hormones come from? You're going to go back and look at the amino acids, how important it is for cholesterol, which everybody's afraid of cholesterol. There's a book I have not read, The Myth of Cholesterol, but every single steroid hormone is built off of cholesterol. We need this balance. Our cell needs it in order to feel safe within the body. We need it in order to produce these masculine hormones, these building anabolic steroid hormones. Cholesterol is so important. That's why the statin industry is an interesting money-making industry. If you've never looked into it, it's quite fascinating how much money is made off of our confusion. But do not fear your body. Our body is so intelligent. Thank God. Thank God that we get caught up in our thoughts. Thank God that our body remembers to breathe. Thank God that we get tired at night and our body just knocks us out of consciousness, right? And we're able to rest and repair. Wake up the next day and do it all again. It's not your waist, it's your calf muscles. Put muscle on your body. Practice bringing the blood flow down. The calf muscles, when we're doing these, when we're getting up on our toes, we are creating muscle in all the arches of our feet, right? A lot of people think they need arch support in your shoes. You don't need arch support, you need muscular support. You are your best arch support. You are your best supplement. You are the magnesium supplement. Where are we getting magnesium from? Did Mama Nature say, yeah, I'm going to create this factory. I'm going to create this pill bottle, okay? I'm going to leave out some of these other nutrients that would help magnesium actually be helpful in the body. No, Mama Nature gave us chickens. She gave us fish. She gave us plants. And all of these, when you eat ground beef, I'm a ground beef queen. When you eat this ground beef, you're getting magnesium, all selenium, creatine, taurine, all the essential amino acids. You are getting them in an abundant form with other minerals to help it work. Our minerals work in a team. If you're taking your nutrient supplements, like, I'm going to take this over here, I'm going to take this over here, right? Sometimes the body's like, I don't know what you're doing right now because I need a code, okay? What's the code word? The code word is I need all these essential amino acids at the same time. Something I find interesting also that I feel compelled to talk about at this moment is that I follow these people who are on vegan diets, and the number one thing they talk about is how they supplement their bodies. One of the things that all of them takes is creatine. Where does creatine come from? Creatine comes from high amounts in animal-based proteins. I'm telling you, if you just looked at all the money you'd spend on supplements, if you looked at all the time you'd try to spend on, oh, this helps for brain health, this helps for this helps for that, and you just said, you know what, I just want to go with simplicity. I just want to knock everything down. I just want to go so super simple. I want to get everything in one place at one time. This is why I became a ground beef queen. So when I eat the ground beef, not only do I feel immediately relieved in my entire body, in my brain, but I know I'm getting tons of creatine, taurine, zinc, selenium, all of these essential amino and fatty acids in one place. And it's not your waist, it's your calf muscles. When we feel scarce, when we feel the body putting on fat and preserving the central organs right here, that's your body's last defense system. It has been feeling afraid. It has been nutrient deprived. So what it does is it says, you know what? I'm going to preserve, okay? I'm going to put a lot of fat stores around these visceral organs so that you can have a sense of safety. But it doesn't actually help you feel safe, right? Like, in the short term, maybe it feels good, right? But in the long term, we're always looking at that long-term investment. What is my long-term investment? Is this good for the greater whole? And we need to be putting muscle on these extremities. We need to be getting enough minerals in the diet. Our immune system, if we have gained a lot of weight here, our immune system has been working time and a half. That means that you need to pay the immune system. How does the immune system get paid? It gets paid in minerals and vitamins and nutrients. Most nutrient-dense sources, animal-based proteins. I can't say it enough how simple that could be, so that we can have enough energy to take a sigh of relief and breathe into this. The calf muscles are also, they're the second heart of the body, pumping all blood flow back up to the brain, to the heart. They're one of the biggest keys of the lymphatic system, the immune system. So we need to invest in our immune system because that's what keeps us safe. There's only one thing between us and death, and that is the immune system, our immune function. It's interesting how we have the highest autoimmune rates that we've ever had. And women are 40% more likely to have an autoimmune disease. We need to be hitting this protein. Protein is not just gains. I want muscle. The protein, again, this is your full profile of amino acids, fatty acids. This is like, my skin needs this, right? I started to eat more protein. My skin, I was on acne medication. I was struggling with my skin. I started to eat more protein. It was like, whoa, this really helped my circulatory issue. I had acne. I had dryness of my hands, dryness of my extremities. And then boom, I started to feed my immune system. I started to feed my circulatory system. Started to give my body an abundance of minerals and nutrients. And then I slowly but surely became more calm. And there's only one way for you to dabble in this system as well. There's only one way to find out. And one day at a time, surely you do this. One thing that also helps me in the morning, and I was thinking about this morning, as my body was trying to, I was sitting down and reading, try to sit down and read a little bit each day, try to start my morning off with a little bit of stillness and slowness, and my body wants to rush off and be a speed racer. There's something I need to do. It's rush, go do something, move. And it's just this practice that I have lately where it's I tell myself, I don't have anywhere to be right now. Right now, the only thing that I have to do is to be still and relax all of my muscles in my body. Even if it's just for the next 5 minutes, I will be so still. I don't have anything to do. There's nothing more important than me being still and showing my body this is what it's like to be safe and at peace and relaxed. And this is a hormone practice. This is a biochemical cascade practice every single day when you show your body the sunlight. You're showing it what it's like to break down tryptophan, to create melatonin, to create serotonin. When you practice stillness, same thing. I am practicing being still in my body. I am practicing the law of conservation of energy, to be still and know that everything is going to get done, and no amount of hurry, like Alan Watts says, no amount of anxiety is going to get you to where you need to go faster. Just be still and know. So anyway, you can like, share, and subscribe if you found this helpful. I hope that you did. I really do. I love you. I think you're so beautiful. If nobody tells you today, you are so gorgeous and intelligent, and so beautiful. There's so many miracles coming. So anyway, you can like, share, and subscribe. But as always, I do wish you the best of luck.